The Con Hunter.
Here now are the 10 red flags there's a con artist in your life. I got scammed out of nearly $100,000 by a woman who pretended to be my best friend for years. I had no idea she was a professional con artist. When I figured it out, I uncovered 46 of her other victims, hunted her down, put her in jail, and even did a podcast about it called Queen of the Con. These are the 10 red flags she was a con artist that I just never noticed until way too late. Red flag number 1, too kind, too quick. If someone new in your life is insanely kind and giving out of the gate, always offering to pay for things, giving you gifts, always trying to help you for no apparent reason other than they're just really nice, you're probably being set up for a con. Let's say a complete stranger on the street asks you to drive them to the airport. You obviously would say, "No way." But if a friend asked you, you'd probably say, "Sure." And that's why con artists are trying to become your friend fast. So you'll do things for them that you wouldn't do for a stranger. And con artists know that giving you free stuff and wining and dining you is going to make you like them. My con artist frequently paid for dinners and vacations and showered me with gifts out of the gate. And that made me love her. And that was her plan. Red flag number 2, drama, drama, drama. Look, bad things happen to everyone. People get cancer, people have children who suddenly die, people have crazy family members who are out to get them, people get drugged and assaulted at a bar. But all those bad things never happen to the same person at the same time, unless they're a con artist making up all this drama in their lives to manipulate and prey on your emotions, to suck you into their craziness and exploit your kindness and good nature. Don't take the bait. If a new person in your life starts broadcasting a steady stream of soap opera-esque drama, change the channel. Red flag number 3, legitimate day jobs. Most professional con artists have or had at some point a legit day job, and they use the reputation of that job to give them legitimacy in their scams. They're mortgage brokers, they work in the mayor's office, they're investment analysts, they're foreign exchange traders, they're travel agents. Mine was. They work for a giant cell phone company. You think, there's no way they're con artists. They have good jobs. And that's their plan, for you to think that and let your guard down and believe them. Don't. Red flag number 4, isolation. For a con artist to successfully scam you, they need to be able to lure you away from people who might talk you out of going along with their scam. And it's remarkably easy to do. My con artist tricked me into believing my neighbor was a criminal on the run from authorities in Canada. So I avoided this neighbor like the plague. She then convinced my neighbor that I was mentally ill and violent. So my neighbor avoided me, enabling my con artist to scam us both using different stories, and we were none the wiser. So if someone new in your life doesn't want you talking to this person or that person, don't go along with it. Anyone telling you not to talk to someone is about the biggest red flag there is, and it's a very effective tool for a working con artist. Red flag number 5, technology. The next time someone shows you a text or email and claims it's from so-and-so, be suspicious. Con artists in the digital age create Google Voice accounts and email accounts in other people's names to text and email themselves so they can show you those texts and emails to get you to believe whatever story they're laying out. My con artist tricked some of her victims into believing she was best friends with Jennifer Aniston using this technique. It appeared that Jennifer Aniston was always texting her, and she'd show victims those texts in a "look what Jen is texting me" kind of way. I'm a TV producer in Los Angeles, so it's very possible that someone in my circle is actually friends with Jennifer Aniston. So it was believable. By using this digital spoof, not to mention voice-changing apps and AI, a working con artist can convince a victim they're friends with anyone. Red flag number 6, wires. My con artist tricked a couple of real estate investors into wiring her $60,000. In another case I'm working on, the victim wired her new boyfriend hundreds of thousands of dollars to help him out of a jam when a foreign government was holding him hostage. If someone asks you to wire them money and any of the other red flags are present, there's a good chance it's a scam. Red flag number 7, Beak Wedding. In a lot of investment scams and a lot of love scams, the con artist will actually give you a little money up front. They'll let you wet your beak. My con artist paid me back the first $4,200 I ever loaned her the very next day, and that gave me confidence to loan her more, and that was her plan. The term con artist is actually short for confidence artist because they gain the complete and utter confidence of their victims and then weaponize it against them. Long story short, just because you're seeing a little money up front doesn't mean you're not getting scammed, so be careful. Red flag number 8, I'm better than you. Professional con artists are narcissists. They're always telling you how great they are, how much they've accomplished in their amazing life, how they've triumphed in the face of adversity. My con artist, who worked for a luxury travel agency, used to tell me that she was the #1 seller of vacations to the Pacific Islands in the United States, and that the president of French Polynesia would fly her out every couple months to inspect all their 5-star hotels to make sure they were up to snuff. None of that was true, however, and my con artist was eventually arrested and convicted of scamming $200,000 from that very travel agency. One of the things present in every con case I'm investigating today is bravado. Con artists need their victims to think highly of them and be impressed by them, and the quickest way to speed that end is to brag about themselves, to tell you how incredible they are and how fortunate you are to know them. Red flag number 9, TMI. Almost immediately in our friendship, my con artist shared the most intimate details of her life and her politician boyfriend's life with me. She'd tell me he liked his undercarriage played with during relations, and that a certain toy would drive him wild. Her being comfortable with me to reveal that kind of stuff immediately made me comfortable to share intimate details of my life with her. And that was her plan. That's every con artist's plan. They want to learn the details of your life as soon as possible so they can use them to scam you. It's also how they keep you from going to police after they scam you, because if they know your deepest, darkest secrets, they also know you'd never want to go public with what happened because you never want any of that stuff coming out. Red flag number 10, stories from faraway places. Stories from faraway places are hard to prove, and that's why they're the tool of every working con artist today. If you meet someone new and they're giving you a lot of details and a lot of stories from faraway places, other countries, other echelons of society that you don't belong to, be suspicious. My con artist painted an elaborate picture for me that she came from a wealthy Irish family, that her great-grandfather was one of the founders of Ireland, and she'd show me a framed Irish constitution on her living room wall with his signature to prove it, in addition to showing me texts and emails from her Irish cousins, Fintan and Tristan, and from her Irish barristers, which are what they call lawyers over there. Stories from faraway places are hard to verify, and that's why con artists like to tell them. So if any of the aforementioned red flags are present, and they're also telling you lots of stories from faraway places, there's a good chance you're dealing with a professional con artist. So cut them off. If I knew then what I know now, I would have never gotten scammed. I would have seen all those red flags waving from a mile away, and I would have crossed the street when I saw my con artist coming. The problem was, I never really believed con artists existed. I mean, yes, I knew there were tons of email scams and phone scams, but real people in my life who are con artists? No way! But I was wrong. Don't you be. If you learned something from this video, don't scam me, like and subscribe. And by all means, send it to anyone you know and love who might be in the crosshairs of a con artist.